Hey guys, Bump here, bringing you this Tarragrue heroic Unholy Death Knight point of view as well as a quick guide. I thought I'd make a couple of these videos for the new Sanctum and Domination raid, just talking you through my talent choices as well as just having a general commentary of the fight. I'm running the normal raid build here, but I actually opted to swap into Clawing Shadows. I feel like that's kind of like an optional choice. It's useful in this fight because you are away from the boss quite a lot, especially in the intermission phase when you dodge the stuff on the ground. Anyway, let's just jump right into it and I'll do commentary as we go. The opener here is just like the normal one. We go army into double festering, into blight, dark transformation, abomination limb, and then apocalypse. I picked up 4 DPS powers here. I feel like a lot of people ask like which powers do you pick up? When I've run this, the 2 times I've done it so far, there's actually been no option. You never pick up anything that can be detrimental to your raid, like the one that stuns people around you when you die, those kind of things. So just pick up whatever DPS power that chose. You can see me there. I got feared because I stood next to someone else that got the ring. You can use Lichborn to get out of it. Very quite useful. You can see here in this intermission phase, since I have my Clawing Shadows, I can just keep doing full DPS even when I have to run away. So that's kind of like the main point for why you would run Clawing Shadows in this fight. When it comes to the powers I picked up, I have the, I think it gives you a damage reduction and then a crit puff sometimes. You can see me, I'm getting feared here. This is actually unfortunate, I get feared and then I run right into another one that fears me and nearly die. However, I do survive, so that's good. I have the one that gives you extra damage increase if you're close to at least 2 other members. I feel like that's very solid. Like I would pretty much always pick that up. And then I also have a flat 12% haste. And then the final one, I feel like it's one that deals damage and heals you based on that damage. I will have it up here. I don't know the name at the moment, but those were my 4 powers. I feel like that's not too much power creep. It might be that my the one that gives you the crit buff is really good, because I did a ton of damage in this fight, which is somewhat surprising. We run into our second burst window there, so Blight, Dark Transformation into Apocalypse. Make sure you always time this together, as you should. I'm running Convocation of the Dead and the Abyss Soulbind, which you saw earlier. So that's why I didn't always align them. You can see people moving to blue here to do the stun thing, and we can soak that. People would generally pick up the power that makes them immune to stun, but as a Death Knight you can use IBF and soak that in case someone doesn't have it. Alright, we've got the intermission here again. Just run around, do full damage. I went the wrong direction at first, so I had to use my Wraith Walk to get out. Alright, we can see bosses at 40%. We're going to use our Soul Reaper soon, but we have our Blight Transformation and a Apocalypse window coming up again. So you can see that very nicely, they align perfectly and just use one after each other. Right, so we have Soul Reaper starting. Ideally, you want to save a GCD and a rune for Soul Reaper. So you can see that I could have probably avoided the Festering Strike and went for Soul Reaper directly instead. You can see there that even though Soul Reaper wasn't up, I waited like 0.1 seconds. So I opted for not using a Clawing Shadows, instead went for the Soul Reaper a tiny bit later. This is fine. You only gain damage because of this. You see again, waited like 0.5 seconds, use the Soul Reaper. That's the most efficient way. You don't overcap resources by waiting that tiny bit, because you do have some natural amount of downtime in your rotation as is. Right, second army comes through. Using it a couple of seconds before I go into my Blight, Dark Transformation and Apocalypse. This is crucial. Like, you don't want to use Blight and then Army, because then you have terrible overlap. So Army into Blight like 5 seconds afterwards, something like that. Right, this is another good point why I use Clawing Shadows. So this is the part of the fight where you start chasing people. Clawing Shadows allows you to have continuous uptime even when he runs quickly away. You can, like, he's not that fast, but it's sometimes difficult to keep up properly. I'm not 100% sure if we actually do this tactic properly, but I think you can like taunt back and forth, but he quickly becomes taunt immune, so that's also not ideal. this is at the end of the fight, so I'm just trying to pop my cooldowns as soon as they come up, so I get the most value out of them. I don't want to wait a couple of seconds to align them, and then, you know, them lasting 50% of the time, really. Alright, we ended the fight at like a bit over 12k, I think, which is around rank 15 or 20 at the moment, so it was a very good fight. I have no idea why I did so much damage, but I guess it was my, I got lucky with the powers. Anyway, I hope you guys find that interesting and fun. Do let me know if you want this kind of video format for the other bosses. This kind of like guide commentary stuff that can potentially help you do better. Anyway, do leave a comment down below, depending on what you thought about this video. Upvote, downvote. Always consider subscribing. Find me on Acro's Discord. You know the deal. Anyway, I will see you next time, and thank you very much for watching. Bye bye.